And then me and a friend ended up playing Quake 3 duels and Quake Live duels together. And so for about a year, all I did was play this one person. And I won one in an entire year.
Wow.
I know. I kept going.
That's commitment.
It was. And then from there, you know, I started watching VODs and yeah, I've sort of been around there or thereabouts ever since. And then a few years ago, started casting. And that's sort of why I'm still here.
So now we're in with Firebot versus Agent. Yeah. It's kicked off on Frontier. An exchange of fire around the mega area, but nothing really committed as of yet.
And I think this is what we're going to see between both of these players. It's a very Quake Live, very sedentary game where they're going to be feeling each other out an awful lot and playing off sound. It's what they did last week in both the winners and grand finals. Agent got the better of Firebot that time. But they both bring quite similar styles. So it is a very interesting clan.
Yeah, I'm seeing that already again, like just as you said it, like Firebot sitting on the top of that lift, listening to the sounds, following them, not committing, just having a little bit of a prod here and there.
Yep. And you're going to see very, very little in the way of free damage. If these players are into a fight, it's because they want to be. They're super, super aware of everything that's going on. And then maybe compared with some players, a little bit let down in terms of like that really explosive skill. But their understanding of the game, their controlling of the pace of the game is absolutely phenomenal.
Looking forward to seeing it. Good rocket coming in. Also good damage exchange from Agent. He's looking to push the equation as he switches out to the rockets. LG to finish on the staircase.
Ooh. And I feel like they both did a pretty exemplary job there damage-wise, but it was just a stack advantage for Avon. He holds his serve and keeps the lead for himself. We'll be able to get on this mega, I believe. Quite easily. You can see here, Agent just not letting Firebot move anywhere without him knowing about it and him threatening something.
Oh, the slow's good. Great corner control.
Very good. Oh! Firebot!
Oh my god. Just as you say it was great. But the thing was, the slow, with a perfect bounce like that, keeps you in the air. And when you're holding onto the rocket for too long, it actually kind of becomes a disadvantage. There was no switch to the LG. And so he's just waiting for that perfect fall down to land the bounce. But he couldn't. And Firebot's able to take advantage of it.
Well, and that's the thing. He executed so beautifully there with the rockets of his own. Capitalized on a mistake that other players could have easily let slip. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. This way now, Firebot looking very, very fucking good. Easy money.
Firebot preemptively spams that sound underneath him. Nothing connects. Red coming in for Firebot. High ground for Agent as he tries to pressure the mega. But nothing exchanged as of yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. Rocket exchange to the face. That's going to give Agent some confidence for the next red armor. Is Firebot just going to relegate himself to yellow? He is. He has to. Great smoke covering the yellow.
Yep. Hits his 2 rails. His opponent's second rail had a longer cooldown on it. And with that smoke, unable to return. Firebot on the mega. Takes a little bit of damage here, but I think should be slightly better stack-wise, especially after that pincer shot. Now, the red does go the way of Agent.
His mouse positioning on every entry shot so far for Firebot has been phenomenal. Again, just mouse placement, perfect positioning, like both on that red armor, both on that doorway just there. It's like he's reading the future.
And so one of the things I'm really enjoying about this early stages of Diabotical, where everybody's still figuring it out, is we can see such drastically different takes on how you play this game. I mean, this is hyper cerebral. And then we've had other games where people are just running at each other with rails, and it's not any less skillful. I'm not trying to put them down, but it is a difference in style, and they're both viable at the moment because people are that unrefined. Yeah. There will come a day when this game has a definite style, because it happens in all games. But at the moment, we're still seeing what's what and what can work.
Oh, painful. Agent, lovely play there. Good combination with the slow weevil, sends his opponent flying. Firebot barely gets out of that situation with 3 HP, and Agent comes around the corner, misses that rail, and that's going to push him back into the blue area. This could be potentially bad, and Firebot knows this.
Stunning play there from Firebot. Just absolutely perfect to the second.
Yeah.
And he's 3-1 up against what is undoubtedly the more storied and established player here on that player's map pick.
Somebody was saying to me that Diabolic was a bit more aggressive at the moment. Maybe that's due to, as you were saying, like people not fully understanding the capabilities and the full metas and how it should be played 100% yet. But Firebot is just not giving any opportunities to Agent as of yet.
Right. It's very Quake Live-esque. It looks as if, you know, this is sort of refined, very understood game. And I think he probably has some of the best understanding of any player. If you've seen him in any of the recent cups, he gets so far very consistent. And has a great win record in this tournament so far as well. Another frag for him. I also think the game is more aggressive because things generally have less knockback in this game than in other games. And also the dash allows you to do some pretty wonky stuff.
Yeah.
Agent is going to get the return frag there. And stacks right back up. No weaponry foregone either. You know, he's looking very good right now and able to push on in to Firebot.
I really like that play from Agent there on the staircase. Pushing, trying to push Firebot off of that red armor because he knows if he just stays on the top of the staircase, he's just going to rail all day. So he has to do something, and it does the right move. Even though he loses a little bit of health, but now that's capitalized later on with the red, with also the mega, and now he's looking to easily pick up another frag.
Agent with control and with complete information, a very dangerous thing indeed. And Firebot may well be kicking himself letting this slip. Good damage there from Firebot. He got what he could out of it, but it's still, of course, him taking a spill.
L connects. Good rocket. Good rail. The red armor will go to Agent. Firebot will have to pick up the yellow instead, but Agent picks up Mega. I don't even know if he got yellow, actually. I don't think it was up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Agent has hard control right now. Blowing everything away. This is a perfect time to rack up some more frags. Agent is not slouching now. He's awakened. Mega's up next. Easy grab. It's weird. He's getting everything, but he's not finding Firebot to get these easy frags. Firebot is avoiding every situation right now. He knows that everything's taken, everything's off the table. There's nothing he can do with this just 100 health. And he's just trying to find any scrap he can, and he's found it at last. Good avoidance coming in from Firebot.
But he needs to get out of this as well, and Agent's not letting him get out for free.
Definitely not, and this should be it. Another frag coming Agent's way.
The damage from Firebot good thus far. Can he make anything more happen? Yes, he can. Okay, I think this is okay. This is all right for him.
Yeah. He has to work quick to get the red. He has done. So back into the game now, back into the flow, get some weapons on the go. Get that LG, get that rocket. Won't get the yellow, but I think he... Did he take 50? I think he took 50.
He got the red as well, so this is somewhat workable. It's not a great situation, but it's so much better than the one he was in, even if he is one frag worse off. And he can, I mean, this is the sort of thing I would be doing right now. So I would just be running until Golden Frag activates. And then take my 3 chances at it with, you know, whatever stocks I have left.
Yeah, I mean, I was really surprised that Firebot committed to that Mega, but confident in his rocket aim, undoubtedly. It's been pretty damn good.
Oh.
Again, good prediction there.
Great damage.
Good shot.
Great damage. And I think when you're talking about this timer that Agent is on, it's really important that Agent can't just walk over Firebot, but he's going to try anyway. And he had enough of a stack lead to do it. He bought himself another 30 seconds, or rather, no, stole another 30 seconds as well. And Agent, well, Golden Frag activated.
It happened so quickly.
Bang.
The turnaround from Agent was absolutely superb. I kind of lost all focus on the final timer there.
Yeah.
Before we knew it, the Golden Frag was out and Agent just on dominant form. But Firebot still looked even out of control, somewhat in control, manipulating Agent where he wanted to so he could avoid him at all costs. Just a shame that he couldn't get enough of that control back in order to mount a real fire effort to actually get some frags back. But
yep.
I mean, great play from both players.
I mean, to steal the old classic football commentator phrase, it was a game of 2 halves.
It really was.
Firebot with his control, but then as soon as Agent got that control, he never missed more than 2 major items, you know, in a row. Like, everything was his from that point. And that's the sort of player he is. If you give him that complete information, he is going to run with it.
Yeah. I mean, what was impressive from Agent is that he didn't overextend his control. He managed to deal damage, put the pressure on Firebot, and not let Firebot gain enough in order to mount that attack back. Which is really impressive, because I know that I always overextend trying to get frags. And it's really easy to do that.
It really felt like every fight after Agent got control was one that Firebot really, not even didn't want, like wasn't even prepared for. Yeah. It just happened to him, and he couldn't help it. So, unfortunate. We're on Bioplan, though, for the first time today, I believe.
I think it's the second time. I think we've seen it earlier. I can't remember which game, but we definitely saw it a little bit earlier on. I think Baxter dominated Luke on it.
Oh, yeah, you are right. Let's take your point. Firebot with 73 HP, no armor. Oh, this is such classic Firebot, just standing. Just standing. It's something you see Cypher do a lot as well. A lot of inactivity, just, I don't want to go anywhere, so why would I be moving? Onto the red, steals it away. Gets some damage as well. Almost gets Agent, actually. And, well, if he'd been more aggressive rather than going for the Mega, he might well have got a frag. But that's not the sort of player that Firebot is. He loves his items, and he's got a lot of confidence in his control, which is a quality I really respect.
Yeah.
No, why win now when you think you'll win later?
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely go for armor control rather than the frag. Just so I can know that I could come back into it 2 frags in rather than, you know, getting in exchange and then coming back in and having nothing because he's respawned. Yeah. He's got a good respawn. That would annoy me.
And I think not taking the freebies sometimes is sort of, it's a sign of confidence. That you will one day have control and convert it properly. Yeah. I like it a lot. So Firebot now playing the rail game versus Agent, and I think they go pretty even. Oh, what's happened here? Okay, that went a little bit worse than it should have towards the end, but he does remain alive and, well, able to do something maybe, or his Agent, no, just going to scupper his plans right here and right.
That rail on that stairwell was really, really sharp. Maybe only 5 pixels to get that in, and he manages to do it. Knocks his opponent down into the lower ground. And there's nothing worse when you get popped in that watery place down below. There's nothing you can do once you're in that pit. An Agent now looking on top form, feeling incredibly comfortable. We're not going to see a fight surely at the red. Oh, we are. Oh no. What happened? Did Firebot just knock himself off with his own rocket?
I think so. Well, there's only one thing to say. You hate to see it.
I need a counter on this OBS.
We're up 17.
17, really?
Is that a bunch of Pokemon above the red? What's going on there? Is there a Pokemon mural?
It could be Charizard. I'm not sure. It could
Never
be
looked
something
at
else.
That's wild.
They look like Diglett a little bit too.
Wait, that's a Pikachu?
Oh no.
Chromius, are you drawing Pokemon on the map?
You know, get the kids involved. Get them collecting Dark Botacle cards.
I've got green Eggbot. What have you got? Blue Eggbot. Whoa.
I'm already hooked, mate.
One Eggbot for each hexadecimal color code.
If I can get a shiny smiley blue, I'll die happy.
That is a lot of Eggbot cards. Isn't there
Gotta
like
be
a
done,
million different combinations?
Yep.
James is really in it for the money.
Agent 4-0 up. Looking very, very swish right about now. Firebot perhaps about to take his first loss of the tournament as we enter the halfway mark. Agent can't quite get it done though. It's Firebot on the red. Firebot now with the opportunity to stake his claim on this map and have some control. Lucky to dodge that one, I'd say. He's just waiting for Agent to come back and try and take that pin set. Agent does not bite.
Firebot claims the Mega. Knows exactly where Agent is. Trying to set up a trap on the top high. Is it going to happen though? No, it's not, but it will on the pincer. Finally! The bait is taken. Good damage coming in from Firebot. Now he wants to claim a little bit more. He knows that the red's just gone. And has time to set up for it. Agent submits to the yellow armor.
Yeah. Has to. Going anywhere near Firebot right now would be quite a mistake, I feel. Ooh, he's a good. Delaying things for timing. What a lad.
Just wants to find these opening damage. Oh, interesting. I like that corner. That was a good thinking. I wouldn't have thought of that.
That's why you didn't get invited to TimCon Royale.
That's exactly why. I don't think with corners in mind. Just run past them. Get absolutely shat on. What are corners? I don't know.
Gets absolutely shat on.
It's true though.
There's some great lines in this cast today that I hope are never posted anywhere.
They won't be.
Thank God.
Firebot is just... He's like a ninja. Just so stealthy. Standing still every other occasion. Waiting again. Listening.
Why
but
make
not...
noise when you cannot make noise? Hey?
I don't know, that's very deep. But I would just run at people until they're dead. I'm a very simplistic person.
It comes from caravan life, doesn't it?
It does. We don't know much. But what we do know is not much.
Oh,
good
quite a
LG.
Zen cone, but I'll allow it. Big plays from Firebot though, as he will just hit everything he needs to onto the red as well. And looking healthy once again. I think Agent did a good job there. Massively out of control. Didn't give away any frags. Kept that timer running. And, you know, we're already at 8 minutes now. Hasn't been a lot of action. And I think that that's really to the credit of each player. That they've been able to stymie the momentum of their opponent while out of control.
This has definitely been one of the slower paced games, and I don't mean slow paced as in like boring, as in like, you know, every opportunity is well thought out. Every attack is thwarted and dispelled within half a second of each other's encounter. It's mind games beyond my comprehension.
And yet here we are.
Only a couple of minutes left, and Firebot's doing some great jabbing, great pokes. He just wants that last bit of mistake coming in from Agent that he can just claim that frag. Good positioning for the portal, but great reply from Agent with the rail. Things are definitely heating up. The Firebot. Ninja technique coming in again. Waiting for the mistake of... Is he leaving up Mega just for a bait? No. Not going to risk that move, is he? No, he's going to claim it instead. 1 minute 30 left.
And they barely even see each other, but now Agent going in. Bit of free old G. The pincer did miss from Firebot.
Firebot
Takes
has
a
to make a
rocket.
move pretty soon.
Yeah. Time is running out. Although, what time is also sort of infinite. With the golden frag.
With the golden frag, it is. I thought we were going more deeper with that statement.
So did I.
I thought we were diving off topic for a second, but clearly you're back on
My
track.
head is in the game.
That was a good slow weeple as well. Positioning the red armor away. The rockets come out, the spam, the positioning. Who's on top? I think Agent's
it's
got
Agent.
this.
And it all comes crumbling down like a house of cards. Or indeed the television series House of Cards, which took such a significant spiral in quality in its 5th season.
Golden frag.
Yeah. Very true. Golden frag
Very
comes out.
Perfect.
Oh, what?
Indeed.
He wasn't on my screen. It
It
wasn't
wasn't
there.
on my screen.
He was gone.
That is some client-side bullshit if I ever have seen it.
I mean, it could just be spectator, to be fair.
No. Client-side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there we are. It's a 2-0 for
Bioclan.
Agent over Firebot.